Well, in the meantime, I can tell we're from the Milwaukee School of Engineering, and yeah, Daniel had a really great kind of introduction for a lot of the way that we've been thinking about this. So, Malcolm, I'm a physicist, and he's a computer scientist, and we're interested in quantum computing and just making more, opportunities for this topic for people, students at our institution, and I think as we've been reading about this, studying this topic, it's funny how much quantum is in everything now, like in pop culture. Like the most ridiculous example we could think of was Ant-Man Quantumania. Like what does that even mean? Like these things are so absurd. So I think our motivation was just it would be nice if we could come up with some simple ways to try and teach students about the basics of these ideas and give them a little more realistic and correct impression of what these things mean that are used so much. And so we naturally kind of landed on a game as well. And actually our game is based on the coin analogy. So it's a nice complement to what Daniel was talking about with his card-based game.
All right. So the point that we wanted to communicate across is that the idea of independent events being different from events that affect each other's outcomes, so to speak. So these are the underlying ideas between product and entangled states when you have two or more qubits. And then that sort of corresponds over to having two coins that separately spin. But then what if flipping and observing one of the coins affected the outcome of the other? So that's what our game is intending to do, or use those underlying concepts using coins as stand-in for the qubits, excluding the idea of interference.
This is a demonstration of our activity Tangle to show students about superposition and entanglement. And we're going to use a coin as an analogy for a qubit that's in superposition. And then we're going to, we'll show you two players playing against each other for various states of entanglement and not entangled. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, so starts with, filling out our game board. And what game we're going to start with the entangled state where the two qubits have to match. So we'll have a card to indicate to the students, to the players, how that's going to work. And so this will be the same state case, and I think I'll play for tails. How about?
I'll go for heads.
All right. So, and then we'll mix it up in the next round, and we can see a different game state, and we can change heads or tails that we're playing for. So, the way the gameplay works is that students spin their coin, so their coin towards the center, and if it gets to the center, the first one that gets to the center would smack their coin down, and that would stop play. So, let's do it.
Yep. No, that's not going.
And we just keep spinning until somebody gets to the middle. If we get to the middle.
There we go.
And then, what do you got?
Got tails.
Tails. So since we're playing same state, this one would have to be tails as well. I'm playing for tails, so I would get a state point, but I don't get any skill points.
I get the skill points for slamming it down into the center, but I get no state point because I'm playing for heads.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Heads.
Heads.
So I get no state point because I'm playing for tails, but I would get a skill point. Okay.
And then vice versa on my side, and then we'll just keep going. We have plenty of rounds, or plenty of what we call tangles within a round.
All right, so that's the end of the round. We did 11 tangles in the round, and then we'll total up our points for the round. So I got 8 for the round. 14?
Yeah.
Okay,
14.
wow. So that was an example of the same state entanglement where these have to These have to match. So let's do the non-entangled states. So the non-entangled, they will be independent. So I have it depicted here. So in this case, whoever gets to the middle will initiate, measurement will stop play, and the other player will also slap their coin down because they're not going to depend on each other.
Yep.
So, all right, let's do it. Oh, and actually, I'm just going to mark on my thing. So these are independent.
That's right.
And
That's...
we got to, nail down which
And
side
hit
we're playing
tails.
for. I'm just going to play for tails again. So, you change it up. All right. So we're playing for the same side, which is fine because you could score independently. So it's all good. All right, let's do it.
Didn't come back far enough.
Okay, so then I would measure independently.
Look at that.
So I get no skill point, but I do get a state point. All right, let's keep on. Measure independently, nothing for me. You got 2 though, right? Oh man, you're just like destroying me. 6. Better round for me, but I think you probably still won, huh? 13? Okay, I got 12.
Yep, that's 8.
Okay.
That
So
was a close one.
We were thinking best of 3, so Malcolm would have already won. But let's do the last game state just for demonstration purposes too. So the last game state would be the entangled state where they have to not match each other. They have to anti-match each other. And so let's just show you how that would work. And so this will be the opposite state case. I'm just going to keep playing for tails.
I'm gonna go back to heads.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, come.
Oh, I should have just. Is that?
I think we should
we just
redo
do
that.
a redo? Okay.
Tails, opposite heads.
So since they have to since they have to be opposite, then he fixed his to heads for my tails. All right, do it. Okay, that was you. So I would need to have it anti-match, so I get nothing.
That's a
You
skill, not a state.
Ah.
I believe so.
Okay,
Yep,
I got 13 this round. So I would have won that round if it had been in a different order. You can play in whatever order you want. Maybe it would have been more suspenseful, but Malcolm had 2 and I had 1, so he won the game. But hopefully this gives you an idea of the different states of play for the game and how it works. And we're hoping that this helps students kind of see see these different terms. Entanglements, different kinds of entanglement, as well as if it's not entangled, how they're independent.